So there's this video going around of Conor McGregor talking about Henry and Aljo right after it happened. And it was a great video, absolutely great. But there needs to be context. There's always has to be context, okay?
Alright, here we go. Coach Mac Daddy in the place. Congrats, Funkmaster, great fight. I knew you were going to win that, my man. Easiest money I've ever made. I already went shopping in advance and everything Gucci'd out. You know yourself, fresh gear. But come here, let me just put this down. Let me show you what's what, right? Coach Mac Daddy in the place. Show you what's popping. Okay, Henry, this one's for you, my man, right? Some of the things, oh my God, you blew my... I couldn't believe what I was seeing, right? So you were here like this, right? And you were doing this, and I was like, you were doing this little thing, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I've never seen nothing like it. This guy is a fucking genius, yeah? So you were doing this really well, yeah? If you'd have just done it this way, man, you'd have fucking clean shot, bro. You'd have took him to the cleaners, my man. But anyway, you know yourself, Coach Mike Daddy, I don't charge you a fee because I'm already set, yeah?
So, a year ago, Conor McGregor posted pad work. He was hitting pads. He was posting training footage. And at the time, Henry Cejudo had a show on his YouTube channel called Fight Feedback, where he broke down fights and saw what they did and almost coached them and guided them and told them what to do and what not to do. So he saw Conor McGregor hitting pads, and at the time there was some beef between them, but of course they weren't gonna fight. So this was Henry's way to really take a dump on top of Conor's head. And he broke down Conor McGregor hitting pads, and he did it in the most condescending way possible. And it was telling him what to do and what not to do, and it was telling him that he shouldn't throw the kick that high, and it's not that fast, and all these things. And he did it in the most condescending way. So now flash forward a couple of months. Henry fights Aljo and Henry loses. And of course Conor has shown support for Aljo. He's talked about Aljo and how he likes the guy. So now he does a video. And he introduces the video by calling himself Mac Daddy. And he even said, Coach Mac Daddy. And he always used to call himself that, but now he added a little spin to it. He called himself Coach Mac Daddy. And he even showed all the Gucci stuff that he bought, and he even told Aljo, congratulations, and I knew you would win, and all this stuff. And in that video, he even coached Henry Cejudo. And he did it in a manner where you wouldn't call it trash talking or throwing rocks or kicking a man while he's down, because he called him a genius. And Henry was doing this motion where he was at his stance, right? He was at his stance and he was lifting up his lead knee. And Conor looked at that and he was shocked. It was odd. So he was like, man, I've never seen that. You're a genius. And then he even told him, so when you do that, you can do this, which switching your stance and doing the same thing, but with a different stance. And he told him, and you could have caught him clean. I believe he even said you could have sent him to the cleaners. And it was this great thing that he recorded, and he managed to put Henry down and made fun of him without the intent of teasing him or anything. He even called him a genius. He gave a guy praise, meanwhile putting him down. I mean, it was great because this was Conor's moment to get one back at Henry. And for some people, didn't know the context, but that was the context. That is why it was so great, because Cejudo did it but then lost to Aljo. So Conor saw this and made a video making fun of him.